Okay folks, today we're going to give you a little talk on tree ferns. Okay, there's many different types of tree ferns. I often have people ask me, well, how cold hardy is the tree fern we grow here? Well, this particular species is Dicksonia antarctica. Yes, I have a lot of videos on this one, and you can see it suffered in the heat. Got some burnt fronds on it. We've cut, well, actually Wendy cut a lot of them off. I cut 2 more off yesterday, but there's quite a few fronds now unfurling, new ones, because I've been watering it every day. So this is a Dicksonia antarctica. That's the Latin name for Tasmanian tree fern. And this one is going into, let's see, planted in April 1994. So it's been here a long time. It's got about 6 feet of trunk on it. So the most tender part of the tree fern, folks, is right in the center there where the croziers emerge, right down in there, where the big fiddleheads come out. I would say short term, maybe you could take temperatures down to maybe -5, something like that, without protection. Very short term. Heavy frost in there can often freeze the center and kill it. All right. So the most cold hardy part of the tree fern is the trunk, hardy to about -9 or -10 degrees Celsius, and then the fronds. Right. The fronds, they'll brown out at temperatures is just below -6.5, so -6.5 degrees Celsius, so 20 degrees Fahrenheit. If you get down to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, or a little bit less than 20 degrees Fahrenheit, you can pretty much count on those fronds burning to a crisp. Okay, and that's happened a couple of times here since we planted it. And that brown is actually from, like I say, the heat. It got so hot here, it fried a lot of plants in our garden at the end of June. It was well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, and looks like some of them are recovering now. This one here is putting out some growth, but it's sad. It was such a beautiful fatsia tree, and it just completely fried it. But it did the same thing to the tree fern. I'm surprised it wasn't even worse than this. But so hardiest part is the most cold hardy is the trunk, and then the fronds, and then the center crown. Okay, so that's the least hardy is the center crown. So what we do is we fold up burlap and we put it in there, and you can put a little bubble plastic on top of it, and it's good to go. And generally doesn't get cold enough here to really bother it any other way. And there are other people that grow tree ferns on Salt Spring Island. So on the dry weather, make sure you water that thing every day. I water it from the top, I water the trunk, and it just kind of wicks down. The trunk is like a big wick. All right, so keep it moist. It's nice and moist right now. I throw all the dead fronds around the bottom of it, and they just kind of rot down, and it just holds some moisture in there. So beautiful plant, and I'm going to cut this one off here too. I'm going to break that off. That's what I'm going to break that off and throw that down there. All right, folks. Anyway, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe for more videos here on Palmy Things, because you know we like palmy things here. All right, cheers. And by the way, there's another 30 degrees Celsius day here today, so you can figure that out in Fahrenheit. It's just frickin' cooking hot. That's a shade temp, all right? And this thing's in the sun, so it gets a lot hotter in that alcove. Cheers.